But I was just reading, U.S. farmers are beginning to complain because USAID was the biggest mopper of excess food for food aid to Africa. And USAID is not doing the auctions that mops up the excess U.S. food. And so the U.S. farmers are complaining. But it's an opportunity for Africa to increase food production. And so if that aid stops coming, we would do the investments that are necessary to make our farmers more productive so that we can establish food security in Africa instead of waiting for those US aid handouts to come.
Thank you. There was a number,
The drivers of poverty do not only have to do with capital and trade, but we shouldn't forget the issue of climate change. A lot of what is happening in the Sahel that is affecting people's livelihoods is climate change. Unfortunately, Africa is facing the most adverse impact of it, even though it contributed the least to it. And so the Lake Chad has shrunk to 20 times smaller than it used to be. All the families that depended on the Lake Chad for their livelihoods have become displaced, and they're migrating southwards into the coastal countries. That is leading to clashes between herders and agriculturists. It's a more complex situation than just being able to trade and where capital comes from. But I believe that we must build resilience, and that's where the private sector comes in. We before had believed in state-led development. I think that increasingly the African private sector is leapfrogging with the new technologies, with digitalization and all that. And we must open that space for them to be able to drive economic progress. And so you're right.
So